Hello everybody and welcome or welcome back to my channel, the place where we make fun of the morons we see out here on the road. A bit like this mug with his no handle carrier bag thought process, who's definitely a failed condom survivor. I also scrape the bottom of the barrel of humanity to bring you low capacity dunces like this one, whose brain is obviously as pointless and as functional as a porcelain hammer. And staying on a similar theme of confused half-wits, we've got none other than a BMW 1 Series driver with, of course, matching 1 Series thought process. Here we go, easy, easy, easy. But not easy enough. Now call me old-fashioned if you will, but I would have used that big massive space in front to do a 3-point turn, but not this dry well of ideas human specimen. Oh no, she has to do a 3-point turn where there's much less space. And yet, after stopping to examine her handiwork, have a little steward's inquiry and see what damage she'd caused, she was gone like a sock in a washing machine. This is this week's Darwin Award nominee. You're really going to like this one, trust me. We'll come back to him a bit later. So this is an exit slip road off the motorway, an off-ramp as our American friends would call it. But never mind off-ramp, because by all accounts, someone is having a bit of an off day, mentally speaking that is. Now apart from the fact that your brain is smooth and shiny and resembles the surface of a bowling ball, and you're such low capacity you have zero chance of winning an argument with a spoonful of mashed potato, can someone please give me a reason why a driver would end up in this situation? Now we all know the dangers of passive smoking. We'll stay away from this mug, because if you get near him, I guarantee you'll be feeling the effects of passive stupidity. Okay, everybody's going in one direction. This car's on a slip road, the other cars are on a motorway. Has anybody got any ideas how this blank cheque philosopher would end up facing that direction in this situation? What's he looking for in his car? His brain? Try the footwell. That's definitely a lot of these drivers' driving routine out there. Arse in the seat, keys in the ignition, engine on, brains in the footwell. Add to that the attention span of an ice cube in a pizza oven, and that's the sort of driving we can expect. Staying on the theme of drivers with minuscule attention spans and the spatial awareness of a teacup, have a look at this plank with her empty picture frame thought process. Look, cars are stopped in front. Oh, straight in behind there. A nice little concertina, 1, 2, 3. Another one probably driving along playing with a phone. I bet that driver goes to the park to learn tricks from dogs. Now, if you're driving along at the speed limit and you look in your rearview mirror and you notice the 4 circles of privilege behind you, can you please move over and stop inconvenience the Audi driver was trying to get past? That sort of mug can never get caught by a speed camera. He's so spaced out, he only gets tracked by NASA. Just approaching this set of temporary traffic lights in, there's a lot of people out there who think these are optional. There's also a lot of drivers out there for whom common sense and intelligence is also optional. Sort of bloke could lose a staring contest with a brick and an argument with a mirror. However, look, here's one of them Waymo driverless cars. As we can see, Ludmilla and the bike goes through their green filter light. But the Waymo, whose AI is definitely on a go slow at the moment, goes straight through that red light. But no matter how bad Waymo driverless cars are with their artificial intelligence, they're no match for the natural stupidity of an Uber driver in a Prius. And here's another one with his Transport for London licence in the back window there. And what is this one-rung ladder philosopher with a driving licence up to, which is so interesting, you might ask? Well, nothing much apart from driving along playing with his phone instead of looking at the road ahead. You could ask that crayon eater how to spell IQ, give him the letters he needs and he'd still get it wrong. And it's lucky for this man crossing the road that he didn't cross 30 seconds earlier, isn't it? Now, there's many ways to let people know that you're mentally challenged and you're missing a wick from your neurological candle. But nothing beats getting on a skateboard and rolling straight in front of a moving car. And speaking of cars, did you clock that? Look where this real low-calorie brain-fueled thinker thought it was okay to park his unsmart smart car. They must call this area Rockwall. Yeah, because everyone's so thick they could insulate a loft. Now, staying on the theme of bad parking, just have a look at this no-fuel generator thinker. In the BMW, of course. What else? That non-reader there would struggle to complete a one-piece jigsaw puzzle. Mugs like this are the reason we can't have nice things. Guys, if you like what you've seen so far, can you do me a favour and hit that little like and subscribe button down below, please? And if the hype button comes up, press that as well, because that really helps me out too. Thank you. Now, what did I say earlier about getting out of the way of impatient Audi drivers? Unfortunately for matey in the red car, he never got the memo about that. As a human species, from this point on, we can only improve. It's funny, isn't it, how we keep seeing the same sort of German vehicles do the same sort of stuff out here. We definitely see patterns developing there. There goes another one, definitely a few shelves short of a full cupboard. So it's a little bit damp or foggy, the road's a little bit wet and greasy, so what better conditions than to pull a stunt like this? That driver's brain and thought process is as effective and as pointless as whispering at a rock concert. Now there's one thing we can all agree on, and that is sitting in traffic is boring and sometimes annoying. But when you're one of the chosen few that drives a certain brand of a German vehicle, traffic queues are a thing of the past, history. But what isn't history is 44-ton trucks coming the opposite way, and that's exactly why that empty envelope thinker had to go up on the pavement to jump the traffic queue. And here's another one, BMW 1 Series white, black windows, black wheels, and of course the accessory what every low-capacity cupcake needs, blacked out backlights. The sort of bloke who thinks a polygon is a dead parrot. Okay, so enough of German car drivers, let's get on to this week's Darwin Award nominee. Now, this is from about 4 or 5 years ago, I can't remember exactly, but trust me, you will not be disappointed. As we can see, the motorcyclist in question is absolutely fine. He's standing by his bike, he's pushing his bike. What does he do then? Well, what any sane person does for absolutely no reason at all, he lays the bike down on the ground and then lays there and fakes that he's had an accident. What we're witnessing here, everybody, is new lower levels of delinquency, low intelligence and IQ that have never been reached before. We are talking minus double digits in IQ right here. This is the sort of backwards concussed goldfish that thinks that Sherlock Holmes is an estate agent and a Theosaurus is an extinct dinosaur. Now, as you can imagine, at this point in time, all the first responders are on their way. The police are here, the ambulance is on the way, the fire brigade's on the way. Now, as if this display of pond life-like intelligence wasn't enough, do you know what this moron done when the ambulance crew was carrying him into the ambulance? He said, "I can't feel my legs and I can't feel the right side of my body." Now, I tried my very best to find the name and the picture of this guy, but I could not. So if any of you lot can find it and send it to me by email, please do, and I'll name and shame him. Just when you think you've seen the lowest dregs of human society, you'll see something like this. A quick tip to all cyclists out there. It's beneficial for your health and longevity that when you're riding on a busy congested road to pay attention to the vehicle in front instead of paying attention to your phone. That two-wheeled warm beer thinker went down faster than a Siberian thermometer in January, which probably matches his IQ, minus 35 on a good day. And here's another two-wheeled, two-brain cell blank worksheet philosopher coming down the wrong side of the road on Euston Road, one of the busiest roads in London. Okay, back to four-wheel dysfunctional road users. And as we can see, all these cars are parked up. They're all safe, aren't they? Yeah, about as safe as a fire sprinkler system filled with petrol when this blunt pencil's behind the wheel. The saying, "he's so dumb he could get hit by a parked car," springs to mind. Unbelievable. Now, I know what you're thinking, but before you jump to conclusions, if your German vehicle has got the 4 circles of privilege on it, and you've got a tattoo on your forehead that says "mind the gap," then you too can park wherever you like. Now, a lot of German car drivers are good drivers, but there's a hell of a lot out there whose brains are as functional as a paper propeller on a speedboat. Bit like this dry tap thinker, just pulls straight out without looking, inspiring the rider of the motorbike to give the driver a demonstration of how to shake a ketchup bottle. Now, for those of us with a normal level of intelligence and common sense, this is how we negotiate a mini roundabout. But when the driver's got an empty biscuit tin thought process and are a few sheep short of a woolly jumper, that's how they do it. Well, that's it for this one, everybody. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. I'll put a playlist there on the right if you want to watch some more of my videos. Thanks to everyone who sent in clips. Have a fantastic long bank holiday weekend, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.